Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Ring by Koji Suzuki. This is let's call it like a sci-fi, not sci-fi, but kind of like thriller horror type of book, okay? The book is about the main character, Asakawa, who discovers 4 young adults all died at the same exact time in different locations who were all friends, right? He's a journalist, wants to get to the bottom of the story of how 4 young people all of a sudden die of heart attacks or unexplained causes all at the same time, inexplicably. It is about he discovers a videotape where when you watch it, it gives you 7 days to live. At the end of the videotape, it tells you, here is how you can save yourself, okay? Elevator pitch. Now, unknown to me, I did not know that the Ring movie, the scary movie, was loosely based off of this book. I saw that movie when I was in middle school. I was way too young, and it scared the crap out of me. Now, as an adult, it's one of my favorite scary movies. I absolutely love it. So there are some similarities between the American movie and this book. But I thought that movie was standalone. It's actually based off of Japanese movie series. So that American version was, the American version of the story. But then I didn't even realize until this year that those movies were based off of the trilogy book that this is based off of. So Ring is book 1, book 2 is Spiral, book 3 is Loop. So as a concept, I really enjoy the idea of, it's just really interesting, right? Watching a videotape saying you have 7 days to live and having to figure out how to save yourself, because as up until this point of the book, it's like nobody really knows whether it's true or not. Is this malevolent spirit that is present throughout the book in the movie? Is it actually real? Is it threatening? And most people obviously find out too late until they watch it until exactly 7 days after they watch the movie, then they, die of a heart attack. So I think, at least for me, it'll be kind of easy to compare. I think it'd be easier for me to get through this review if I compare it to like what I'm used to watching the movie. So what I really like about this book is the journalistic detective nature of it, which is very similar to the movie style, where Naomi Watts' character, Rachel, she watches the tape, tries to get to the bottom of like how this tape exists, if there is a way to solve it. And that's one of the biggest differences between the book and the movie, is that in the book, at the end of the videotape, it tells you, here's how you can save yourself. But in the book, someone had like recorded over the end of the tape, so you don't actually know how do you save yourself. But at least in the book, it tells you a way. Here's how you can save yourself. In the movie, Rachel's character figures out a way how to save herself and her family. So I really enjoyed kind of the mystery detective journalistic work in here. I read half the book in one sitting. So once you get on a roll, it's very easy to get through. Very similar to the movie, it's a character who died when they were young. They possessed weird like psychic powers that where they can basically imprint what is in their mind like outward. They can put images into people's heads. They can make images appear on the wall. They can make images appear on, videotapes. So it's a detective novel or journalistic novel of like, okay, what is this videotape? How is it working? But also kind of the backstory of them finding out about people that have this ability, which is very rare in the world. I will say though that there are some like triggering topics in here, so just be warned. I won't go into too many details, but just be prepared for that. One of the things that I really liked about the movie, I would say The Ring more than the book, is that Samara in the movie guides you on her journey throughout the 7 days, right? Like after you get cursed, there are times where you will see images in front of you, like a ladder, or like it's almost like the film is coming to life in front of you, and you're seeing all these signs where if you're sleeping, Samara grabs your arm and it imprints like a burn mark on your arm and you've become marked. Whereas the book, it was kind of like, without the journalistic part, someone normal, someone other than a detective who's like, what am I dealing with here? They would have watched the movie, nothing would happen throughout their 7 days, and then they would just die a week later, right? So I think comparatively, I like the movie aspect of that a little bit more. But I would say overall, even though the book is really like a horror book, I wouldn't really consider it like scary. I think the movie did a great job of making the story scarier than this. This was more of, find out what it's all about. So overall, I had a really fun time reading this. I had no idea that the movie was based off of the book. And, if you're looking for something that is, I found it pretty easy to get through. It's not overly complicated. You could honestly read it within a day or two, because I sat down in Barnes and Noble for like 2 hours maybe and made it through half the book. So, if you're looking for something that is like, if you like the detective type of story, if you like a horror type of story, a little bit of like supernatural type of thing, this is right up your alley. So I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5. Highly recommended read. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next book review video. See you later.